Hello there, everyone. On the docket for today, we've got the witching hour. So, what is it? Is it really a thing? If so, how can we use it? Stay tuned and you'll find out my thoughts, theories, and ideas on this lovely topic. Hi everyone, Witch Hazel again. So, the witching hour. I did a video on this a while back, but it wasn't the traditional witching hour that I was talking about. I was talking about creating a witchy kind of a miracle morning hour. But today I wanted to talk about the actual witching hour. Is it a thing? You hear about it all the time, at least I do. And if so, what is it and how is it used? So here's what I have found out about this hour. There is a specific hour during the day that people sometimes call the witching hour. It is 3 a.m. Now, the thoughts and theories behind this, from what I've heard, it correlates to the hour that Jesus died on the cross, which was apparently 3 p.m. And therefore, exactly 12 hours before, so instead of 3 p.m. we have 3 a.m. being the exact opposite of that time, equates to basically the hour of the devil and the hour of all things evil. So I have a hard time kind of relating to that because, aside from that, I don't actually believe in a devil. I think it's not very practical to say, well, 3 a.m. is the hour no matter where you are. Jesus died in one spot, but I am many time zones away from there, so my 3 a.m. and my 3 p.m. are not the same as his 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. So, I don't know, maybe it goes with the sun and traveling across the earth. Maybe this witchy vortex space travels along the time zones. I don't know, that could be possibly, but I don't really go for that. Now, what I do know from personal experience is that 3 a.m. is important. Not sure why, but it is. I do think there's probably, for whatever reason, the veil is thinner at that time, and things, meaning messages or signs or what have you, come through easier at that time. And here's the reason why I believe that. Because that is when I tend to wake up. If I'm going to wake up from a dream, it's going to be 3 a.m. Or like the other day, I randomly woke up at 3 a.m., just before 3 a.m., could not get back to sleep again. In that case, I did not have a corresponding odd dream, which in itself was a little bit odd because normally there's always some dream that happens then. But I do know this as a phenomenon, as a thing. This has happened many times to me where if I happen to wake up in the middle of the night, it is 3 a.m. The other thing is, I've mentioned waking up sometimes consistently, month after month, at a certain time in the month at the same time of night. And again, when that happens, it's going to be about 3 a.m. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but it's always in that hour somewhere. So I do believe there's something important about 3 a.m. as a witching hour. Now, what to do about that? Me personally, I don't do much about it because I'm tired at 3 a.m. I don't want to be up at 3 a.m. But I can see if you are a person who is interested in using the power of that hour, or if you're a night owl, or for whatever reason, if you want to be up at 3 a.m. and use that time, I think it would be a really good time to do magical work, ritual work, etc. You should probably take a little bit extra caution if you do so, just because it does feel like a very vibrational kind of high energy time. So you want to be very specific and clear on what kind of work you're wanting to do and what outcome you want, because the effect is probably going to be more powerful than it would be otherwise at some other time of day. That's just my take on it, how I believe it would work. As said, I don't usually do it myself. I don't pay a lot of attention to the hours. I will sometimes pay attention to the hourly correspondences if it's something during the day at a time that I can, put it into my schedule and it's not a huge derailment of my day, because that just works out better for me and because I like to sleep. So this is just a really short video, but I thought it would be an interesting topic and an interesting concept for a lot of people, because we do hear about the witching hour a lot, but not a whole lot about what it is. And it does fit in with my next video I'm going to do and my previous video on signs. So I'll talk about this more in the next video, but basically the idea is I have been noticing a lot of what I take as signs recently, and I'm trying to pay attention to them. So this waking up at 3 in the morning, which has happened several times in the last couple of weeks for me, is important to me. Repetition, again, as I mentioned in the dreams video, repetition is important. It's something to pay attention to. So that's what I'm trying to do. And part of that is me bringing it up as a point of conversation to you guys, so maybe we can chat more about what do you suppose this means. Do you use the witching hour? Do you not use the witching hour? Let me know. Do you notice this like I do? And what do you do about it? So for anyone interested, please make a comment below, get the conversation rolling, because I love to hear from you. And I will go on to the next video, which is going to talk about scripting. So stay tuned for that. Blessed be, everyone.